Hello everyone. You all know who I am, and if not, I will tell you. I am
Zombie Joe 2014. So I was planning to leave the last video like that. I was expecting just a simple response, nothing special. But after seeing the stuff in the response, I felt like it was my duty to come out with a response and talk about what I saw, my thoughts in the video, and the entire situation, how it started, how it got to here, and my thoughts on it as a whole. Let's just get right to fuck into it, man. Let's just not fucking waste any time. Just before we start, if you hear any fucking weird ass mic noise, like a high pitched ringing noise, it's just part of the video. Don't worry about it. So for most of the people watching this, you probably know I made a video called Gribnax like just the other day, and it was I thought it was just supposed to be like a little meme, nothing too serious. It was like one of those cutaway memes, and I put it up, and I didn't expect it to cause a lot of chaos, but it caused a lot of chaos. And now we're here. The reason why I put up that video wasn't because Koopa told me to do anything. It was because I was in that Discord server. I saw the thing that he sent. I thought it could be a funny meme, and I uploaded it thinking that it would be funny. To be fair, I didn't expect it to go like this, but when I saw that he responded saying some stuff about like delete the video, stuff like that, when I get delete video, like if I get delete video comments, it kind of ticks another nerve with me. What I did was I went into it more. Like I went into the Discord more. I saw some more things about it, and I was very confused on why this 15 or 14-year-old girl had access to the Not Safe for Work channel, which she did. This is a screenshot of her roles. She has it right there, and I saw it, and it was kind of weird. And I called that out in the video, and before I was about to make it, I knew that Koopa and the person, Gribnax, weren't really friends anymore. So I'm like, hey Koopa, do you just want to say some things? Maybe there's some things that I'm missing out. So I asked her, she put in some things, and then I uploaded the video. That's what happened. Koopa did not tell me to do any of this. Koopa wasn't a deciding factor in any of this.
and I'm here to deal with this misunderstanding truthfully in my way by making a response to the videos that have been surfacing about me being a child predator.
Alright, let me get this clear. Not once did I call you a child predator. What I did say is that from an outsider's perspective, it does look like you could be doing weird things with them. But at the end of the day, we don't know if you're doing weird things with them. But it's much better to call it the situation, even if it is right. Let's say I didn't call you out, and you actually were a child predator. Then that would mean that I am just fucking over this girl. But let's say I did call you out, and you aren't a child predator as you were trying to defend yourself. That means that I have just made a mistake, but I trusted my gut, followed through with something that looked very suspicious from the outside in, and then I was just proved wrong in the end.
Yes, it is true that I had a minor in my server, but I never gave her access to moderation from the beginning. In truth, Koopa made the server for me back in 2019 and passed the rights of the server off to me.
Alright, well, let's get into this. If Koopa owned the server before you and made it her a moderator, then that is her problem for that time being. But then she transferred the server ownership to you. Where I don't know if she was mod before, I don't think so, because her and Koopa have very big problems, you could say. But I don't think she modded her. So that must have meant that when you were given the ownership of the server, you were the one who modded her. So saying that Koopa owned the server and gave it to you does not really make any new point. You also bring up the fact that she has a very short temper, as we could say, and she does not really like to put up with things. And a moderator who does not like to put up with things shouldn't be a moderator to begin with, as a moderator needs to have some level of control over situations, a level head, and able to process things fairly through both sides of the arguments. That is what a moderator is. The only reason I bring up this moderator stuff is because it's kind of odd how a moderator should be trusted by the owner, not because they are friends, but because they do their job correctly, because they are trusted, because you know that they can do their job correctly, fairly, and understand both sides of the argument, be neutral, and pick the right opinion. And it looks kind of fishy when you see that there's a 14, 15-year-old girl there who has access to the Not Safe for Work channel, which has a nude channel in it apparently, which apparently also has your nudes in it. With all this adding up, it does look kind of suspicious. Like, why would you trust this person with a moderator when they're not even close to being fit for a moderator?
August of this year, I was going to ask for help in redoing the server, and I wanted Koopa's help and some of my friends to help me out with fixing the server. Now, yes, one of my friends is 15, but I never tried to do anything with her because she is also going through stuff in her life. She is currently being targeted by someone much more dangerous than I am. A 25-year-old man who resides in Erie, Pennsylvania, who is constantly stalking her. And when I met her, I wanted nothing but to at least check in on her, to make sure that she was okay from things.
Why would you say she's being targeted by someone much more dangerous than I am? Like, what the fuck are you trying to get with that? Like, I guess that you're gonna try and say that I'm not doing anything dangerous as I'm portrayed out to be, but like, you could just say that she's having some very tough times and something like, don't fucking say that. It just makes you look terrible. Also, why even bring up this 25-year-old man? Like, I get that you're just trying to be like, she has some tough times going on, and that's why I'm trying to talk to her. But if that was the only reason you talked to her, then it would just be a one-on-one thing, right? You wouldn't be giving her Discord moderator. That's not how that would be. That's not how checking up on someone would be.
Here is where the entire drama comes in. While we were working on the server, Koopa thought it was a good idea to do a fake pregnancy joke on my friend, who was the minor.
To be fair, that prank isn't really that bad in and of itself. It's not weird or anything, I don't think. I mean, like, it's pretty much over YouTube. I'm pretty sure I've seen fucking David Dobrik do it once, but that's beside the point.
And asked for my help in doing it. The joke was that I would tell the minor that I got Koopa pregnant, and I lied about not meeting Koopa for 3 years. But I've already had sex with her.
Alright, I guess he's just explaining the plan on how they're gonna do this prank and achieve a victory and get the epic royale. Wait a second, what does that say? When did you meet Cassie? And do you remember what month? I think in March. So are you admitting to only knowing her in March, months after you got ownership of the Discord server? So that means that the entire point of Koopa owning the Discord server makes no fucking sense, because you were the one who gave her the fucking roles. And if it wasn't you who gave her the roles, why didn't you take it away when you knew her age and you saw her in there and you knew her roles? Why would you not do it, Grib? Come on, it's mind-numbing. It's mind-numbing.
When I did that, the minor came to me and started thinking that I was just using her to get nudes or other info out of her.
Why would she say that you're only using her for nudes and her body when you don't get photos of that? You know, it just makes no sense. Why would that be happening? Why would she say that? Doesn't that look a bit suspicious, you don't think? Like, nobody really says that normally. Nobody says that you're only using me for a photo of my body or for nudes. Nobody really says that unless they've sent something like that. You know, I might be wrong, but most people I've seen say that have already sent something like that. Alright, it's 3 a.m. and I'm getting super fucking tired and I don't have time or patience to deal with censoring. So I'm just going to explain pretty much what he's trying to say and then talk about it. But only for the important parts, you could say. The less important parts I'll leave out of it. But before we get into that, just look at this. Look at that photo. You see what that says right there? See what that says? Want me to read it out to you? You had sex with Koopa, met me, saw my body, and then got her pregnant. Now, this is all still part of the little pregnancy part. But notice the words, saw my body. I just want to point that out there. She's underage, so we don't know what saw my body means. That could just be a fully clothed pic, but it could also be a nude.
And yes, the minor was a moderator, but she never had access to anything. Because before we invited other people, me and Koopa made a rule that in order to get access to the Not Safe for Work area, they would need to tell me how old they were and show me their date of birth from their government ID. Their credentials, if you will.
That's obviously fucking bullshit. I mean, Here's a photo of her being in the Not Safe for Work channel, and then you tell us that she just wasn't in there. That makes no fucking sense. You try to be like, we make sure that they're 18 plus and we need verification with their credentials. Yet a 15-year-old is in there. A 15-year-old that you know is a 15-year-old is in there. Like, why? Why? It makes no sense. You're obviously not doing shit correctly. You're exposing them to shit that they should not be seeing.
So, after the joke failed, the miner lashed out and removed everyone from my server, which pissed off Koopa, and we had a debate about giving mod rights to some of my friends. The miner was the third friend that I had as a mod because I had trusted her enough to not want to get in because she isn't sexual, nor does she have the mentality to want to speak or hear about sexual stuff like that.
Alright, she doesn't like talking about sexual stuff. She's not too sexual, yet you give her the tag Thoughties and then give her access to the Not Safe for Work channel with nudes in them. I'm pretty sure it's apparently your and your friends' nudes are in there. Like, come the fuck on, man! Come on! Plus, apparently she doesn't like speaking about sexual stuff and doesn't like that sexual stuff at all, but will just casually drop this line in the middle of an argument. Like, fuck me, man.
So, not only did I have to calm the miner down about how I was in the wrong entirely for going along with a joke that I did not enjoy, but I also needed to straight up tell Koopa to never do that sort of joke to her ever again. We ended up not talking late at night, and I eventually came down with a headache, and I went to sleep early. So I moved on to the next day, where I wasn't feeling good due to that stress and all of that nonsense going on late at night. And when I woke up, I got a barrage of messages on Discord about people coming to me saying that I was a pedophile. I was removed from one server and a few people showed screenshots showing me that Koopa ended up saying that I had nudes from the miner,
Which you might have had.
and that I gave her access to the Not Safe for Work area.
Which she had access to in your Discord server. It really just doesn't make any sense, and I really don't want to keep on going with this, because I feel like I've made my point clearer and clearer and clearer and clearer and clearer each time I bring it up, that this is just suspicious behavior. You're lying about not giving her access into NSFW, which she had in your Discord server, which you knew she had, which you did nothing to remove until the day that you shut it down the server, because I made a video about you. So you're only going to change if people call you out? That makes, like, no sense. You just change for yourself to make yourself a better person. And then, the whole thing about you having nudes of her. I don't know if you have nudes about her, but still, that message that you saw her body is very suspicious. Very suspicious. And it does not give me the right idea of that she just showed you a picture of her body with her full clothes on. It just doesn't give me that type of, like, vibe. It doesn't rub off that way on me. Knowing all this and saying all this, I'm getting very tired of just bringing up the same points again and again and again. But there are some more things that I feel like I should respond to in the video, so we'll just go over to that and we'll do a fucking rapid-fire speedrun reaction. Get ready, we're about to fucking do this the right way. Just to put it out there, most of this stuff I'm learning for the first time, so yeah, it's kind of fucking weird to think about, I guess.
And it seems really petty that you would not reveal that you originally made the server and the first person you allowed inside was also a minor who lives in the same state as you. You both live in California. And you told me that you wanted to have sex with him whenever the Anime Expos or anything else reopens back up.
Wow, you're both fucked up then. Who knew?
She also has a thing for saying the N-word, even though she is Hispanic.
That's also pretty fucked up.
She has made a TikTok blatantly exposing things that she has previously done in her life while she was under the age, such as lying to get into 18+ servers, scamming people out of money on Facebook, and apparently dating someone who was part of a gang.
Sounds all bad to me. That's pretty fucked up. Honestly, one of the other things that he says is just so fucking disgusting, and I don't even want to mention it. I can't actually bring myself to speak about it or even try to make light of the situation on it. It's like, compared to the other things, it's completely fucked up if it's true. I don't want to fuck with that at all. I'm not even putting it in this video.
But the reason why I did this video was to clear up the fact that I am not a groomer.
And the reason I'm making this video is to tell you that you look suspicious as fuck. I mean, you lied about the NSFW thing. From what I've seen, it looks like you might actually have some sort of photo from this girl. We don't know what type of photo, but it contains her body in it. I mean, like, come on. Like, it makes no fucking sense why you'd be like, I don't want to be labeled as a groomer, but then you do all this shit. If you don't want to be labeled as a groomer, don't give a 15-year-old moderator access to a fucking NSFW channel and be one of your most trusted companions throughout this entire journey of everything. I mean, it's so fucking easy to just not do it. The reason I made this video is pretty much to respond to your video that you sent me, and also to prove that me and Koopa are two separate human beings. I didn't ask for her input one time on this video. I'm just going off the cuff on this entire thing, just responding to your video that you responded to mine. I'm just doing that. It's that simple. No help needed. But I would like to put this in there. If what you said about Koopa is true, that is very fucked up. All the things that you said, if that is true about her, then that is very fucked up to know. And the thing is that now that you've called her out about that, if you don't change, then that makes you look like a hypocrite too. Because if you can call someone out and then just keep on doing what you're doing as bad as it is, it's not going to fix anything. So please, for the love of God, just act smarter. Like, I'm just taking this on the lightest approach, because I could be calling you full-on groomer right now, but I'm not, because I don't want to say anything that I'm not sure is 100% true. What I am saying is that you are suspicious as fuck, and from the outside in, you look like a groomer. For sure, 100% to me, you look like a groomer. So, please, just get a better mindset around this stuff, and picture what people from the outside would think about your actions, per se. And once that is all fixed, then you should be fine. But if you don't fix what you're fucking up, then you don't have the right to call other people out about what they're fucking up. But I'm just really trying to end this entire thing right now. Like, let's just bury the fucking hatchet. Game over. I don't want to deal with this anymore. If you want to fucking talk on Discord to settle things, just fucking let me know, like comment on the video or something. But I'm done with this from now on. If you respond to this, I'm just not going to respond to anything that you make about this video. I'm just not going to respond to it. But if you just want to settle this right now, then let's just put it away. Let's just end this chapter. And just fucking end it, you know? Because I'm tired of this. I just want to go back to making my gaming videos. Fuck, man. Is that too much for a guy to ask for?